Van was organizing some papers in the study when her eye fell upon an envelope she had not noticed before sitting open on Jungkook's desk. She recognized the formal tone and legal jargon at once. It was a draft divorce agreement. Her heart skipped a beat, a pang of horror bursting her chest. She picked it up, her fingers trembling as she scanned the words, each line feeling like a nail in her heart. It's been planned all along, she whispered to herself, her voice catching. He was only tolerating me. She closed her eyes, memories flooding her mind. The late nights working together, the stolen glances, the tender moments when she thought she would glimpse something more in his eyes, but it had all been a lie, had not it? He had never truly cared, never intended for them to stay together. Once spent that night packing her heart heavy with sorrow, she moved quietly, wanting to leave without a scene, without saying goodbye to avoid the risk of breaking down. It felt easier this way, walking away with whatever remained of her dignity. Tougher heart lay shattered. Jungkook came home late that night, exhausted from a long day, noticing the dim light coming from their bedroom. He walked in to find Van with a suitcase open on the bed, her clothes neatly folded inside. What's going on? He asked, his voice filled with confusion. She did not look up, focusing instead on zipping her bag. I'm leaving, Jungkook. Leaving? He took a step closer, his brows knitting together in frustration and panic. Why? What are you talking about? I found the divorce papers, she replied, finally meeting his gaze, her eyes filled with hurt. I get it now. You never wanted this marriage, and I don't want to stay somewhere I am not wanted. Jungkook's face fell, realizing what she was seeing. Why no? You're misunderstanding. Am I? She interrupted, her voice trembling. After everything, Jungkook, I thought maybe there was something real between us. He reached out, but she took a step back, her heart racing. I can't say and keep pretending this is a marriage. I deserve someone who truly wants to be with me. Jungkook's heart pounded as he watched her, each word hitting him like a cold wave. He could see the pain on her face, the hurt that he had caused. He felt a sharp pang of regret, realizing just how deeply he would wounded the one person who had managed to break through his walls. When he began, his voice so filled with a sincerity she had rarely heard from him. You are right, I did not want this marriage, I fought against it, re- resented it, but somewhere along the way that changed. She shook her head, not wanting to hear more, but Jungkook stepped closer, his eyes pleading. Listen to me, he insisted. I was so determined to keep you at arm's length because I was afraid that if I let myself care, I would be hurt again. But I do care, Vine. I care about you more than I ever thought possible. Her heart wavered, but she remained silent, unsure of whether to believe him. Jungkook continued, his voice trembling slightly. When I saw those divorce papers, I was not planning on filling them. I had not even realized they were still here. That's not what I want, not anymore. He looked directly into her eyes, his gaze filled with utter vulnerability. Vine, I love you. Vine's heart skipped a beat at his words, her mind struggling to process them. Jungkook, I don't know if I can trust you. I have tried so hard to be here for you, and I thought you felt the same. He reached out gently, taking her hand, his thumb brushing over her knuckles. When I was wrong to keep my feelings hidden. But everything we have shared, every moment has been real for me. I'm not asking you to forgive me right away. I just don't want you to leave thinking I don't care. Her voice was a whisper, her emotions tumbling out. You hurt me, Jungkook. Every time I thought we were moving forward, you would pull back. I don't know how to believe you now. His grip on her hand tightened, desperation in his eyes. I will prove it to you, Vine, every single day. If that's what it takes, just give me a chance. Don't leave. Vine closed her eyes, feeling his warmth sip through her hand, grounding her. She could sense his sincerity, the rawness in his words, resonating with her heart, but doubt lingered, a reminder of all the pain she would endured. Finally, she took a deep breath, opening her eyes to look at him. If you want this to work, Jungkook, it can't be one-sided. We both have to want this marriage. He nodded, his expression softening with relief. I know, and I want it to more than anything. I want us to start over, not as a stranger forced into this, but as partners. Her heart swelled at his words, a small, hesitant smile playing on her lips. You really mean it? He smiled back, a genuine, heartfelt expression. Yes, I mean it, Ryan. In that moment, all the tension, the hurt, the misunderstanding seemed to dissolve slowly. Jungkook leaned in, his kiss never leaving her, giving her the choice to step back if she wanted. But Vine stayed her, heart pounding as his lips met hers in a gentle, tentative kiss. It was soft, tender, filled with all the words they had not yet spoken, and when they pulled apart, they were both smiling, a newfound warmth allowing between them. As the day passed, Jungkook kept his promise, showing his love through small but significant gestures. He would bring her coffee in the morning, leave little notes of encouragement on her desk, and take time to talk to her every evening, sharing his day, his thoughts, and even his fears. Valentine found herself opening up more, sharing her dreams, her aspirations, and the little quirks that made her who she was. Together, they built a connection grounded in trust, understanding, and genuine affection. One evening, as they stood on their balcony watching the stars twinkle above, one leaned her head on Jungkook's shoulder, a contented sigh escaping her lips. Jungkook, she whispered, I never thought I would feel this way about you. He smiled, wrapping an arm around her, pulling her close. Me neither, but I'm glad we found our way here. Their journey had been long and filled with challenges, but they had finally arrived at a place of peace, a place where love had bloomed in the unlikeliest circumstances. Standing together under the starless sky, they knew that their marriage had started with their misunderstandings and mistakes, but it had grown into something neither of them could deny. Jungkook looked down at Vine, his eyes filled with warmth and love. Vine, let's promise to be honest from now on. No more walls, no more hiding, just us. Vine nodded, her smile bright with hope. Agreed. From here on out, we are in this together. And as they stood there hand in hand, they knew they were no longer bound by duty or circumstances, but by the love they have fought so hard to find. The end.